Hey, they say it.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Portland Lumberjacks. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go!
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're going for Hammer, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossen. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On 1st down, Austin. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And out of bounds right around the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The center receiver in motion to the right. They'll run on first down. It's Austin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Algier will try to pick it up. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Algier is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Lawrence to throw. They're going for Hammer, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Keon Crossing. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Quez Watkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go play action now. Lawrence finding Taysom Hill complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set. Hey, echo.
Now Lawrence on first down. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 30 on second down, Lawrence. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 9. 115 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Look at this. Go.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lumberjacks have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he's got some space here. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, it's Austin. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Austin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Right, 97. Black swamp. Yellow. Line. Hey, blue.
On 2nd down, it's Austin, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
On the ready. Let's go.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I get the thought process. Third and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10.
On the double.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Black shot. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And they will take over first and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. To the 43, second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. 4th down, here's Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football. While we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
On the set. Pause red. Red. Yellow.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Black ultra. Hey,
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Hey,
in motion left is Watkins. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter. Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Austin. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
10 cycles. Ultra. Go ultra. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Austin. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
White, drill green. Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield,
Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And well, sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
On the double.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson.
Come on,
second and 10.
Hey, high seven. Ready?
Here's Lawrence. It's Hill, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. Finding room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Hey, exit. Hey, Joker.
On play action, Lawrence steps away. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down. They go play action with Lawrence. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Ready?
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lumberjacks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Come on, set.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Jack ready.
Up the middle they go. It's Austin. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready?
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence dancing to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. On first down, Lawrence. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Hey, Alpha. Bravo.
Now Lawrence on first down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Ready?
2nd and 4. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their step.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Quez Watkins, 75 yards. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Following the touchdown, here's Kico to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Got it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago. He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And my goodness, another interception.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one